Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1202 of Connecting the Thoughts. Code for today is being an empath is a responsibility. Yeah, so we're talking about being an empath and how it is actually a responsibility when you are an empath. And who is an empath? An empath is somebody who feels your pain, who absorbs energy, who absorbs feelings from the others, and then begins to make it their own so that they can better understand it, or and also so that they can take the pressure off the other person who is feeling what they're feeling. So being an empath is a responsibility is the conversation to of today. Tag a friend who needs to receive this message today. And if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to the channel. I will catch you on the other side of the show reel. Welcome back to the conversation. We are currently on day 1202 of Connecting the Thoughts. Code for today is being an empath is a responsibility. So before we even go into it being a responsibility, let's first understand who is an empath. An empath is someone who can put themselves in someone else's shoes, quite literally. They can feel the pain that someone else is feeling. They can feel the emotions that someone else is feeling. They literally can sense it, or they take it upon themselves during conversations. And they can help people with build their relationships, whether it's personal, professional, by just being there for somebody. So they definitely are someone who understands emotions and who relates so closely to those emotions that someone might be sharing with them, that it almost feels like it's their own emotions. So, and the reason I'm putting in almost is because there is a responsibility that you have. If you are someone who feels everybody's emotions, who feels drawn and sucked into someone's story, and then you begin to feel like that's your story and you would like to do something about it, then here's what you have to do as a responsibility towards yourself. You have to learn to draw boundaries. You have to learn to draw boundaries within the conversations. You have to learn to understand, okay, do I really feel this way because this is my emotion, or am I feeling this way because someone else said something to me? Now, an empath is someone who, if they see you fallen down in a ditch, they will jump down in the ditch with you to be with you while you're alone and afraid in the dark. They will stand by you. They will support you. Now, the question to ask empaths is, guys, if you're going to jump down into the ditch with somebody, how are you going to help them come out? How are you going to both come out of that ditch that you've fallen into? So when you set boundaries for yourself, when you realize, yes, I see this person here, I want to help them. However, I need to kind of, make sure that I am safe too, and then I can support them. So you set boundaries and you think, how best can I conserve my energy? How best can I protect my energy and then support them? So, yes, being an empath is a responsibility. It's great to have empathy for people. It's great to come from, go around and stand and watch the entire story from their perspective. But make sure that while you stand and watch observe the story from their perspective, you do not lose perspective. You do not lose sight of your own perspective of the situation, because being having a perspective of the person that you're empathizing with and having a perspective of the entire situation, these are two different things. Do not let this connection of empathy impact your perspective of the situation. So these are my thoughts. Been there, done that. It's happened to me. I am definitely an empath. I'm someone who feels things for people, but I have sooner or later come to realize that yes, as much as I want to help the other person, as a coach, you have to be empathetic. You cannot come from a place of sympathy when your client, when your coachee is sharing with you. You cannot be at a place of offering sympathy. No, you have to be empathetic with them. However, you also have to be mindful that you are the coach. You are the one who is leading the conversation, or you are the one who is there to show your client the various options. So it's quite literally like you're entering into this dark cave, and you are being that little flashlight that you're shining on various objects, so that your coachee can have awareness, your client can have awareness. You are part of that darkness. You are in the cave together. It's dark, and you are there. You're experiencing that darkness. However, you need to have the presence of mind to switch the flashlight on, so that you can truly support the person who is in pain, who is challenged, who just needs some support coming out. As I said, if you jump into the ditch, how are you going to come out unless you have a plan for it? Set boundaries, give yourself a break often, appreciate yourself for being the person that you are. Being an empath is a responsibility, it's a superpower. Not everybody is the way you are, so give yourself a round of applause. Appreciate yourself for being the person that you are, being light for people, and also appreciate, empathize with your own self. That is super important. Getting into the flow of always helping others, sometimes you forget to help yourself. Remember, you have to wear the mask first. It's only then that you can support the others sitting with you on that flight, on that turbulent flight. Thank you very much for listening in. Let me know if you know someone who is an empath. Let me know if you're that person, and let's appreciate them. So, if this conversation has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am appreciative. I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of myself. I'm appreciative of my capacity to support others. I am appreciative of boundaries that I may choose to set for myself, because I realize that is how best I can empathize with my own self. As you empathize with others, do not leave your own self behind. Thank you so much for listening in. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so much. Thanks.